Welcome to today's lesson on decoding one of the trickiest parts of the IELTS Reading exam. I'm Rima, and today we're mastering the Contradiction Rule V2 to finally clear up the confusion between false and not given. I'm going to say something that might genuinely annoy you. False and not given are not the same kind of wrong. They feel the same in the moment. You're not sure, you panic, you pick one, you move on. But they're actually testing two completely different skills, and if you're guessing between them randomly, you are leaving free marks on the table every single time. Today I'm giving you a 3-word test that decodes this instantly, not kind of helps, actually decodes it, and then we're doing a full live interactive quiz so you can prove to yourself it works. By the end of this video, you will never freeze on a false versus not given question again. Let's go. Here's the confusion, laid out honestly. True feels obvious. The passage says it, you match it, done. But false and not given both give you that same nagging feeling of something's off here. And that identical feeling is exactly why people mix them up. Here's the distinction almost nobody explains clearly. False tests, whether you can spot a contradiction. Not given tests, whether you can resist assuming. Those are genuinely different mental moves. Spotting a contradiction means finding where the passage says the opposite. Resisting assumption means catching yourself connecting dots that the passage never actually connected. Most candidates default to false whenever a statement feels wrong and default to not given only when they can't find the topic at all. Both instincts are wrong constantly because not given questions almost always do mention the topic. They just don't confirm the specific claim. That's the trap. Here's Contradiction Rule version 2. Same 3 words as before. But today I'm showing you exactly how to apply the test to tell false and not given apart with certainty, not just vibes. The 3 words: contradict, confirm, silent. For every statement, ask, does the passage directly contradict this claim? Does it confirm this exact claim? Or is it completely silent on this specific detail? Here's the part that fixes your confusion instantly. Contradict means false. Silent means not given. That's it. That's the whole decision. The words themselves tell you the answer. You just have to correctly identify which one is actually happening in the text. So how do you tell contradict from silent when a statement feels wrong either way? Ask this follow-up. Does the passage state the opposite, or does it just not mention this specific part? If the passage says trams ran until 1975 and the statement claims they ran until 1980, that's a number contradiction. Direct opposite, false. If the passage says trams were phased out in favour of buses and the statement claims this was due to high maintenance costs, the passage never discusses cost at all. It's not opposite, it's just absent, not given. The test within the test is simple. Contradictions require the passage to say something specific that clashes. Not given requires nothing. Silence is the whole answer. Let's test this for real. Same short passage, 4 statements, and I want you pausing before each reveal. No cheating. The city's original tram network, first opened in 1908, operated continuously until it was phased out in favour of buses during the mid-1970s. While some records suggest ridership had been declining for years prior, the tram lines were still profitable on several key routes. Statement 1. The tram network first opened in the early 20th century. Pause. Contradict, confirm, or silent. Confirm, 1908 is early 20th century. This is a paraphrase, not a contradiction. Answer, true. Statement 2. The tram network was closed because it was no longer profitable. Pause. Contradict, confirm, or silent. Contradict, the passage says the lines were still profitable on several key routes at closure. The statement claims the opposite reason. This is false because we have a specific clashing detail. Statement 3. Transport historians unanimously agreed the decision was correct. Pause. Contradict, confirm, or silent. Silent. The passage says historians have since debated the decision, but never confirms whether they unanimously agreed. The passage doesn't say historians disagreed, it just describes debate generally. Answer, not given. Last one, statement 4. Ridership numbers had been falling before the network closed. Pause. Contradict, confirm, or silent. Confirm. Records suggest ridership had been declining for years prior. Matches this almost word for word. True. Notice statement 2 and statement 3 are the ones that trip people up. Both felt uncertain, but only one had an actual clashing detail to point to. Comment how many you got right, honestly. I want real numbers, not just band 9 flexing. If today's version finally made false versus not given click, comment contradict below and I'll send you my TFNG cheat sheet. It's the same one from my first reading lesson, but if you've never grabbed it, today's the day. And if you've ever gone completely silent mid-answer in speaking, this Friday's lesson is going to feel very familiar. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and I'll see you Friday.